Okay, hey, I'm Hal Sparks, and this is a quick guitar tip video for a couple of things that have been sticking in my craw when I watch guitar videos online. I love them. I've learned a lot on YouTube. I can't tell you how happy I am that the resources are available for people to learn online. Lots of different tricks and techniques. There's a couple of missing things, and there's a couple of things I would add, and so I'm going to do them now. This is more like an intermediate for intermediate video, so there you go. A couple of things. One is, I play a lot of drop D tuning because I love King's X, and if you don't know who King's X is, I turn the video off and leave my site. But that's where I picked up, playing drop D was from them, and so did a lot of other people. It's affected tons of people, and you've heard it, whether you know it or not, in tons of songs over and over again. I mean, think of, I don't know, No More Tears. Right? So that's basically guitar heroing the top part of your neck. So you can play simple, low root chords, one finger. Because you're playing, because the D string, which is the third string, and the top string are tuned to an octave of each other, and so they don't care. They match the chord that's created when you hit the second string, the A string, no matter where you hit it. Now, they'll always sound better lower on the neck because depending on your neck's voicing and how well it's set up. So the higher you get, they may start getting out of tune with each other. My neck's pretty well set up, so it's not a problem, but you may find that around the 12th fret. Anyways, but for all practical purposes, everything is on deck below the 12th on the neck, so when you're in a drop D. So like that. Okay, so lots of my songs have that in there. That kind of stuff. Okay, love that. Here's what I would add to it. When you're playing in a three-piece, or you're writing songs on your own, and it just doesn't sound full enough, and even though that can sound fairly full, it might not, or you want to add some voicing. What I would do is, I do this quite a bit, is I take what's effectively, there's a D minor, right there, take the finger off like that. So I'm just doing second fret with my middle finger on the G string, and B string is on the third fret, like that. Okay, you can do that. You can do it this way too, well, your first, second, doesn't matter which ones. But basically just separated by one fret, this guy, right here. You can move that anywhere on the neck. Which is great. Now, what I like to do is add that voicing using my ring finger and my pinky to big D chords like that. So I put them down here like that. And it creates a really big chord all by itself. It won't always work with whatever you're doing, but sometimes it fills out that last little bit. Right? And if you get good enough where you're moving your pinky around, you can move it back and forth. It really creates a full sound. So that's what I would add to your repertoire if you so are inclined. The other thing is, in the pitch harmonic thing, search around on your own neck and find that sweet spot, and then nail it all the way across the strings in line with your pickups. So a lot of times when people play, because their guitar's hanging, they go diagonally across this way. But if you want the pitch harmonics, they're going to have to line up almost exactly on the guitar with where that space is. So if you're trying to do like that, you want that pinch harmonic on the higher string, which Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top uses all the time. You can't go diagonally down, away from the bridge pickup or away from the neck into a different position. You have to kind of saw across. So That will help a lot. Right? So that's all in line with the same spot on the guitar. Okay, the last one is, when you're doing power chords, which are just those two fingers, and the third finger to the next string down. A lot of people do that naturally. They'll develop it instead of flattening out their ring finger. People start doing it that way, and then eventually they'll work their pinky up in there. Start with your pinky right away. This is why, because you can add a little bit of a pinch harmonic flavor to bar chords by pulling down on them and vibrating them with the ring and your pinky finger. Like that. And I do that with, I don't know, these octaves or triads or what have you, where you separate, you play the top string, you play the third string, you leave the second one muted. So I'm playing. But the one between, this one, is muted by my fingers. Like that. When I play those, it sound like that. Like that. I throw in that bend. Like that. It gives it a nice flavor to it, you know. So there you go. Those are my little tips. Adding in that voicing, if it suits you, doing that middle bend like that, and then find the sweet spot on your guitar for your pinch harmonic, where it is on there, and just do the exact same positioning going down the strings. So it'll always be in the same spot in line with your pickup or the neck, depending on how high up you are. There you go. A couple of cool guitar tips. Hope you like them. Let me know if you like them, if you have any questions about playing guitar that I can possibly answer. Again, I'm coming at this from more of a upper intermediate sort of a zone. I'm not, a virtuoso. I focus more on rhythm guitar personally. But if you have any questions about it, I'm glad to answer them. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.